Now, when my generation went to war, we had two fears, equal. One, we might get killed. Two, we might have to kill somebody. Equally terrible, a terrible thing to kill somebody. Not anymore, it's whoopee. And I think that, again, as television is just a machine, we didn't know what the hell it was going to do to us. But I think that in order to hold our attention, it has showed us killings again and again and again. And, you know, they're prevented from showing pornography, which would hold our attention the same way. But in order for us in order to make sure we keep on watching and don't go do something else, it'll kill people on camera.
Well, the comic Lenny Bruce was surprised that pictures of people making love was obscene, but a news footage of some war was not obscene and was readily digested by the American public.
Yeah. Well, but I don't recommend it. See, they would turn this upside down and say that Vonnegut said we ought to show pornography on TV. And actually, I'm in a spot because I'm a First Amendment absolutist. I don't think there's any way we can prevent anybody from showing anything without empowering the government to decide what should be shown and what shouldn't. And so no, if the First Amendment is a tragic amendment, a sickening amendment. There's all kinds of things are said and shown that I can't stand. And yet I realize that I can't shut off the violence. I can't shut off any of that. Although it's making us sick.
Now, your books have made many people laugh while at the same time reflecting on some of this sickness.
Well, I would hope so. But laughter and sobbing are physiologically the same thing. And what happens if you see something alarming, even though it's fiction, your body will respond and it'll get you to fight or to run. And in real life, as you will face problems that can't be solved immediately, and your body will say, all right, either we're going to fight or run.
Yeah.
And so you're stuck with all this adrenaline and who knows what else. And the way you get rid of it is expel air through your lungs, carrying some of this out. You can do this either laughing or crying. But laughter is just like crying very often. It's a response to frustration. And I say I prefer laughter to tears because there's less cleaning up to do afterwards. You can get on with life that much sooner and try to really deal with the problem.
Now, the way some people have dealt with these problems over the years has been through suicide, the final exit. Your mother committed suicide. I've read reports that you've had your own brush with that attempt towards that.
Well, see, there's a strong reason not to commit suicide because you leave that as a legacy to those who survive you, particularly your children, because it will seem like, particularly if a parent does it, it'll seem like one way to solve problems, and there's no question about it. It really takes care of everything, takes care of the mortgage, any bills you may owe, as
at least for that one person
who's burned up at you. It really, and so you do think of, if you have been close to a suicide, particularly of a parent, whenever you have to solve a problem, you will think of suicide as, as to hell with it. And I've said in one book, that I hate algebra, and I think everybody does. And so if the problem is, if farmer A can sow 3/4 of an acre of potatoes in 3 hours and 15 minutes, and farmer B
okay.
and everything, my answer to the problem is I'm going to blow my brains out because I don't care. But then, rather than solve the problem, just to go to sleep forever is so appealing.
Is it appealing to you?
Oh, I like sleep, don't you?
I like sleep. I like waking up.
Yeah. Well, the fact that I don't. Have you ever been close to somebody who was a suicide?
My great-grandfather hung himself out in the barn.
Oh,
I just
boy,
remember.
that is flashy. And that is,
at 80 or 90 years old.
well, and that is famous for a way of punishing others, too. Is there some ways you can take yourself? Well, come on, we don't want to encourage people to do this.
No, we are not encouraging people
I mean, you're
with these
you're
different ways,
dependent on
but it's-
viewer support, right? And if we
Yes,
start
true.
telling all your viewers to kill themselves, stations are out of business.
But for someone that's been able to laugh the way you do and reflect upon some of these ills with laughter.
I laugh at the wrong time all the time. It's my response to grief, and a lot of people hate that, and they say, be serious, and I am being serious.
But then when you contemplate suicide, that is about as serious as it can get.
I think as serious as it can get is contemplating the death of somebody else. And the fact that we were able to do that so easily and without any qualms to all those kids in Iraq.
So
Something's
when
wrong
you
with
have
us.
contemplated this, how do you, you're not going to do this,
What,
are you?
kill myself?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Well, come on.